Just my people see the hurt, it don't happen. When they tell people say leave Peter Obi alone, focus on what you get to talk, they know the year. Always Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Just watch as this senator, as they humiliate this senator on live TV just because he won't expose Peter Obi. He was sharing to talk in the comment section.
Okay, so Senator Karimi, you said the numbers that Peter Obi quoted were wrong as regards the GDP of 364 billion that declined to 188 billion, a GDP per capita of 1,640 of May 2023 that declined to 835 naira, and multidimensional poverty that increased from 38.9 to 54%. Can you give us your own figures to controvert most of those figures and his numbers of 18.3 million Nigerian children? Can you give us your own figures? He said the numbers he quoted is wrong, so we just want to get your own figures.
Excuse me, I'm not going to start talking to you theoretically about numbers. I'm going to talk about the effect of President Tinubu's action decisions on our economy, on on Nigerian people, on our constituents. The figures is quoting. If you want us to be talking about figures, the Federal Ministry of Finance is there to give you the exact figures.
That was Senator Sunday Karimi, the senator representing Kogi West, embarrassing himself on national television, challenging P2B's assessment of the state of the Nigerian economy. Because if not an embarrassment that he brought to himself and his constituents, why do you come to national television to argue with Peter Obi when you don't have the numbers yourself? Because common sense ought to have told him that before you go against something, before you say that something was wrong, you must be able to prove that that thing is indeed wrong by bringing the right thing. If you say that the figure that somebody gave is wrong, the figure that somebody gave is wrong, the onus is on you to bring the better, the authentic figure. And there are sources you can get this authentic figure, and you should have it at the tip of your fingers. Even if you cannot have it in your brain, you should be able to write it down and be able to cite it. You say, according to the data from the International Monetary Fund, according to the data from the World Bank, according to the data from National Bureau of Statistics, according to the data from so and so World Health Organization, according to the data from UNESCO. I'm just really out sources of data that you can use to make your argument at any occasion. You have data from the Central Bank of Nigeria. You have data from the Ministry of Finance. You even have data from other research institutions, banks, and what have you. Peter Obi, in his assessment of the state of the nation under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and credit must be given to Rufai Hussaini of the Arise TV. I know that a lot of people are hating on him. They claim he's not a journalist, he studied animal science or whatever. But none of them has been as good as him. None of those who criticize him, who claim to have been trained as journalists, have been able to distinguish themselves like Rufai Hussaini. Rufai Hussaini reminds you there is indeed a new Nigeria is possible in this country. Okay? And a lot of people are hating him, including those who claim that they are more journalists than him. But you see, he put the question frontally on the man, not dancing around it. If you say that P2B's figures are wrong, let us get your own figure. And the man has nothing to show. A senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are coming on national television to challenge the figures of Peter Obi, and you don't even have it on the tip of your fingers. Even when Google is your friend, you can't even be able to contradict what he said. and you are the representative of the people. And Peter Obi, look at what Peter Obi, which Usedo pointed out, that the numbers are troubling. The numbers were troubling. The GDP per capita has declined from 1,640 naira to 835 naira. These facts, they are there. You can go and verify it. And all this decline, including the multidimensional poverty, increased from 38.9% to 54%. And he gave the figure of out of school children, 18.3 million. And you said that the figures the guy, the Peter Obi gave was wrong. And you are challenged to give your own, and you cannot produce your own figures. It means you didn't do your homework. You didn't do your homework. I remember the former senator that used to represent Kogi West. If it were Dino Melaye that was on that panel and he wanted to defend something, Dino Melaye will come prepared and he will come with figures. Dino Melaye used to represent the constituents, the senatorial district that this Karim is now representing. And he went on to say that he's not going to talk about the technicalities about numbers. There's nothing technicality about numbers. Numbers are facts. Numbers are facts. Because it is by numbers that we can use to even do planning. You can't say there's anything technical about numbers. There's nothing technicality about it. They are facts. If you have a better figure or more accurate figure, you present it. It is not for you to dismiss the numbers. If you are looking for numbers, go to the Ministry of Finance. Those people have the numbers, they will give it to you. That's what he was telling Rufai. Really. So why didn't you collect the number from them? You don't even know the number from them. So how then do you know that P2B's numbers were wrong? How do you come out? You just say it off your head that P2B's numbers are wrong. And when you are told to present the alternative numbers, you are now directing people where to go and look for it. The truth of the matter is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has performed woefully. There is no data that is in his favor since the last 2 years. No data that is in his favor. Everything has headed south. A liter of fuel before was less than 200 naira before he came in. It is now over 1,000 naira. The naira was exchanging for 450 naira, 400 naira to the dollar at official rate. Today the naira is exchanging for 1,600 naira. Food inflation is at over 40%. He has increased the price of fuel. He has increased the minimum wage to 70,000 naira. But the 70,000 naira he's paying workers today is less than 30,000 naira that Buhari paid 2 years ago. And this same senator wants us to believe that Tinubu is doing well. He said, you heard him there, he said he's not here to discuss the numbers. It is to talk about how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's actions and decisions is impacting his constituents and Nigerians. Are Nigerians better off today than they were 2 years ago? Are Nigerians better off today than they were 12 years ago? when the APC bulldozed their way to power. And Nigerians are better off today than they were 12 years ago. But let us even look at live 12 years ago. Just look at 2 years ago. So his constituents in Kogi West, they are enjoying the Tinubu's so-called reforms. A bag of rice is cheaper in Kogi West than in other parts of Nigeria. People are paying less for transportation in Kogi West than in any other part of Nigeria. So what is it trying to tell us? Even if it is, let us read the numbers. Okay, so let's read the numbers. Let's look at how the people of Kogi West and Nigerians are benefiting. What are they benefiting from the Tinubu administration in terms of cost of living? Food inflation is at over 40%. How has that been of benefit to the people of Kogi State? In Kogi State, several farmers cannot go to farm because of insecurity. So how does that benefit the people of Kogi State? So you see a situation where people are acting like the ostrich, putting their head under the sand, thinking that they are free, thinking they are safe. Because it's better for you, you are a senator of the Federal Republic, you have access to federal resources. Because it's better for you doesn't mean that it is better for the majority of Nigerians. Nigerians are passing through hell as a result of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic policies in the last 2 years. There is no single section of sector of Nigerian economy that Tinubu has improved. Not even one. Not even one that he has improved. Every sector is passing through a lot of serious problems. Most of it created by the Tinubu administration with his so-called reform. And you know, when you don't have nothing to defend, you end up embarrassing yourself in public, like this senator did. Because this senator would have helped himself, even if the figures he would throw around is wrong, by coming up at least with his own figure, so that at least even Tinubu will be proud of him that he made effort. But I don't think that even Tinubu will be happy that one of his rubber stamp senators was on national television. He couldn't even bring out any figure to challenge Peter Obi. I don't know what to think about this man's defense of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration in the last 2 years compared to what Peter Obi presented. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel,